What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Even though nobody's online now because I just went live at this moment, we're here in La Floresta. I'm here at the metro station, and oops, I got it. This sucks. Okay, I just got it fixed. It was uneven on the gimbal. So let's go. It's about 6:35 p.m., 6:40 p.m. here in Medellin. This is the Santa Lucia metro station. I just had a cup of coffee with milk and a cheese croissant over there. So yeah. So now we're starting back on Friday nights, and there goes the mountains here in the Valley of Aburrá, Medellin. This is a very busy area, as you can see. Street lamp just went on. Must be the time sensor for the evening. And this is the Santa Lucia metro station, as I said. Traveling Eddie. So you want to see a different aspect, you want to see a different face, you want to feel a different vibe in Medellin. This is right here off the Santa Lucia metro station, the B line. That's the metro station. I worked until 5 p.m. teaching English online. No, my last class was the only class I have in person. Everything else is online. This is a very busy area. Let's walk that way for a moment and then walk back the other way. And we're going to go to a special kind of dry port here in Medellin. It's called the dry port. There was even an article in an English magazine and one in a Spanish magazine a few years ago. I did 2 vlogs here before back in 2020, like October, November 2020. You can find them, Floresta or La Floresta. It was around October, November I did 2, and people from other countries, travelers, but that travel by caravan cars, road vehicles. They turn their vehicles into little road houses, like little, what do they call them, RVs, but makeshift RVs. Get in a Renault Kangoo or some kind of a Volkswagen camper. So I'm going to save my voice for now until I have some people appearing in the chat. I see one person is already connected, but I don't know if that's the ghost in the machine, as I've usually had the experience. When I go live, I see that one person appears, but I don't know if it's really a person or just a glitch in the system. It's happened many times. I'm going to have my wind mic on because it's pretty windy around here. So maybe I hope you can hear me. Well, there are 2 people on now and 2 likes. Thanks. 2 thumbs up. So this is not your common area for tourists. So I'm just showing you something out of the way. That's me, Traveling Eddie. Traveling out of my way to show you some stuff that you normally would not see from other YouTube travel vloggers and live streamers. But here we're going to hang back, we're going to go on that sidewalk, and we're going to go back towards the metro station. This is a busy area. A lot of people live in this area. So who's on the live stream? What's up? Thanks for joining this live stream. So we're going to cross. I gotta keep my eyes on the road to avoid potholes or whatever on the road, the little doggies that I don't want to step on. I love doggies. A lot of little shops here that sell tidbits, clothing, accessories for your cell phones. Ice cream and stuff right there for your phones. Like I said, you can go to a lot of places here and find phone accessories. And then you got this local neighborhood supermarket, and you got really cheap things like 6 pairs for $1.50. Right there, $1.50 for 6 pairs. Wow, where are the pears? Right here. These pears. Or kiwi, a little. I don't even see it. I guess they sold the kiwi. I don't see the kiwi, but it's like $1, like 75 cents or something like that. So yeah, there we go. Grapes, nice little thing right there for about 50 cents, a little more than 50 cents. Green apples for about $2, $2 and something, and some change. $2 for the 6 apples. How about them apples? How about them apples? So you got some great deals here. If you wanna, if you're living around here, and you wanna feed yourself. This is not the touristy areas or the rich neighborhoods. And there are a lot of Venezuelans in the area. I've already heard some Venezuelans. Venezuelans are pretty cool people in general, but just like any people from any nation around the world, you do have some bad characters. A casino? No, thank you. My gamble is with you too. I'm gonna hit the jackpot. I'm gonna go rich. I'm gonna get rich, or die trying, like the 50 Cent song on YouTube. I love what I do. Hey, ¿qué más, amigos? ¿Cómo están? ¿Esto qué es? ¿Es pan de queso? Con queso. ¿A qué venía? ¿Cómo lo tienen? 1.500 el paquete. Ah, 3.500. Ah, bueno. Muchas gracias. So that package of little bread with cheese on it, 3,500 pesos. Just about $1 US at this moment with the current exchange rate. Look at these little street ovens where they're baking some bread. Buenas noches. Straight out of the oven. Sweet stuff, sweets and salty stuff, straight out of the oven. And I just had my cup of coffee over here with milk about 20 minutes ago, and a cheese croissant cost me $1 for a cup of coffee and a big cheese croissant right in that place. And some of these guys right here, these dudes right here, and they're selling their phone accessory stuff. Now, about safety, you have to be careful, because even in these areas, if you look like a foreigner, and I do look like a foreigner, because I am a foreigner, you got to keep your eyes peeled for people who might be trying to follow you and jack you. And that's the metro station. People are coming out of the Santa Lucia metro station here. Masks already went off 2 weeks ago, I think it was, here in Medellin. Because Medellin, but when you do use the metro public transportation, you do need to use a mask. But on the street, in this city of Medellin and in many cities across Colombia, you don't need to use a mask if that city or town has reached more than 70% of its population in terms of the jab that they got jabbed, they got fully jabbed. But you still see a lot of people wearing the masks, because a lot of people prefer to keep them on. So anybody that's watching this at any moment, please do remember to give it a like. It helps this live stream get out to more people who still want to see it right now or want to watch it later on because they missed it, because they were working or whatever. And you can always share this or any vlog that any person that you like on YouTube has done, my vlogs, pre-recorded videos, the vlogs I've made. You can always look for them on my channel in the videos list. And anyone you like, you can always share it with other people through WhatsApp or through email, whatever. It helps us grow. Helps my channel for sure. Helps me. I love doing what I'm doing. And the sweet thing about this on YouTube is I'm also getting paid for it now. My channel is fully monetized. Here at this bakery and pastry shop, it's a bakery, panaderia. Panaderia means bakery, and reposteria means pastry shop. Panaderia is one word, meaning bakery shop and pastry shop. And they sell here all kinds of things: pan de quesos, pan abuela, grandma's bread, pan rosca, croissants, cookies, chocolate, piononos, different kinds of baked goods, sweet or salty. It's bittersweet bread. Agridulce means bittersweet. They also sell juice, natural juice, real natural juice. Pan de bonos, corazones, heart-shaped cookies, cakes. Tortas means cakes. In Mexico, it means sandwiches, but in Colombia, tortas means cakes. Churros, like in Mexico, the churros. Cold Milo is like Nestle Quick. Donuts in the form of pears, almojábanas, and other pastry. So they got a lot. You see the bakery shop right there, and that's all kind of baked goods. A lot of sweet stuff. And when you see people moving around with no helmet on a motorcycle in some neighborhood, then that is an indicator here in Colombia that neighborhood is a little bit of the Wild West, not following the law, like outlaws. And the more people you see riding motorbikes around without a helmet, the shadier and more dangerous that neighborhood gets. Shadier or more dangerous, whatever you want to call it. A lot of street food carts. A lot of street food carts are present in these areas. These areas are called more like from the middle class down neighborhoods. Not middle class up, but middle class and downward neighborhoods in some of these areas. But the other area we're going to in a moment, called La Floresta, they're a little better. So let's keep going, because right there I hear my friend singing. He passed away a couple of months ago. Oops, let me just get out of the way before somebody puts me out of my misery. I mean, I'm not in any misery. Hell no. Just the expression, puts you out of your misery. So look at people. This is a Friday night, early in the evening. The evening just began. And then they have, esos son arepas venezolanas, colombianas. Ah, bueno, gracias. Colombian arepas. I thought they were Venezuelan arepas, but I forgot they got Colombian arepas. And they got a lot of shops around here. I mean, in these neighborhoods, you find a lot of food all the way, all the time. And this one is about potatoes. Las papas no engordan. Potatoes don't make you fat, or don't get you fat. That's the name of that shop, or something like that. There are all kinds of varieties or presentations in terms of potatoes. Tortas y tortas, cakes and cakes. This is an old school shop. Look, they got these things for your cakes, like that movie Up and whatever. Wow, look at that. And then the princesses And then some woman.
Hey man, no
That is
folks out on the
singing.
internet. We don't need no more folks down here.
Say what?
We don't need no more folks down here.
No more
This is a
folks?
Great secret.
Oh, of course. Where you guys from?
Not around here.
I'm from the States, born in New York and raised in South Carolina.
Tell them to go to Barcajeras or Poblano. This is not where they need to be.
Because you like this, it's nice and quiet, not noisy. People ain't making a fuss or a ruckus.
Yep.
I hear
Before
you.
that kind of shit goes on the internet, then they come here. Same thing happened with a stadio. So fuck that.
I hear you. So, just heard the two boys right there just saying they don't want people coming around in this area, foreigners, because foreigners start to get wind of this, and then they start messing it up. But oh well, you know, kind of like Benjamin Jenks in India. You know, I just spread the love. I like to share. And if the locals don't put a stop to people that come from other countries and get all rowdy, then you know that's the locals' faults, not our fault. That we're just sharing these experiences with you guys and showing the best and some of the other places off the grid. In a few moments, we'll be going down this way. Like if you could get your bearings straight from the metro station, the Santa Lucia metro station, it's about 4 blocks up this way. Then you turn maybe on this corner here where they got this chicken place called Crocan Pollo. Crocan, whatever. Crocan is not like a what is it, a frog that's croaking. And you could turn down this way, and right over there, you got a church. And then you can go that way, and then you got the nice little dry port that we're going to see in a little while. And look at pizzeria over there, pizza and lasagna, wings bar and grill and bar, alitas. So those two guys sounded like they were from somewhere down south in the States, but they didn't want to give their location where they're from. And of course, they were using some cuss words. And then I think the guy flipped the bird at me, because he didn't like the fact that I was doing this video. Probably he knew I'm doing it for YouTube. Hey, but everybody has the right to find out about other places around. Hola, buenas noches.
Hola, buenas noches.
¿Cómo están?
¿Qué dice?
Bien, gracias. So everybody has the right to find out about places in the world. And as long as those places, as long as the places are open to tourism, then tourism is welcome. But if some people don't want these best kept secrets to be out, I mean, that's being, I don't know what you, oh man, they haven't even finished that park yet. I came here last year before I left to Mexico, and they were still under construction. Oh man. It's really taken them a long time to remodel this park, the special kind of dry port. But the good thing is Medellin still has a lot of places we can walk around. So remember, guys, you can always give this a like, even after the stream has ended, and you watch it 1 or 2 weeks down the line, a month down the line, a year down the line. Please, I'm traveling Eddie, and we're going places, and for now I'm here in Colombia, so please, do help us out to keep growing on YouTube. We don't grow on YouTube if it's not for you guys who support us YouTube content creators. If you like what we're creating and sharing with you. On Airbnb, you can probably find whatever listings they have to offer in this area. If you want to stay in this area, it's a few blocks away from that Santa Lucia metro station, line B. And they got these little bars and restaurants where you can come and just hang out and listen to some music and have something good to eat. And this could be your place. If you don't like El Poblado, like Manila, the live streams I've done in those areas already, Provenza, Jeras Park. If you don't like Laureles or Stadium, that used to be pretty good, but this guy A few moments ago, he said he doesn't like it anymore. This has been like this since June last year. This is now 8 months. I don't know what gives with the government here. Why they haven't? I mean, would it take that long to fix this thing to make it look pretty? 8 months ago, I came here like on June 7th or June 5th to say goodbye to a friend of mine because I wasn't planning to come back to Colombia for about 2.5 years. But here I am again. I came back in December. I only left the country for 6 months because everything changed. Sometimes your plans change. What can we do? Sometimes they change big time. But they got these restaurants where they sell fries, other type of fries, burros, pizza, Mexican food and pizza combined right there. Burro Pizzeria. And you could come here and chill. The Art of Pizza, that's another restaurant right over there. And you got these restaurants here. And this is La Floresta Park is right here. This is Floresta Park. But as you can see, it's been under construction, still under construction. And I was really hoping to see it fixed and ready and the street food they have around the park. But yeah, my hopes were dashed or squashed. That's another place right there called Animal Cocina. Animal Kitchen is like they cook food and everything. It's a different concept. I got a couple around the city now, and they're listening to like electronic music and chill out music. And then they got the other grill right there, Grill and Lounge. And then we got this waffles place here, Flanders Waffles, and a hair salon. So we might as well just go and walk down this way. The night is young, and we could keep walking and talking, and more people can come on as they get home from work. And most of the people right now that have been watching my live streams are connecting from the West Coast of the USA and Mexico, and some from Mexico City. So look at this church here, Parroquia La Inmaculada, the Immaculate Parish. Parish, the Immaculate One. La Inmaculada, that's the parish right there. It's a beautiful one. So people are just chilling here. So like I said, you can find it on YouTube. Not on YouTube, on Airbnb. You can find some nice listings on Airbnb around here or booking.com. I haven't seen a hotel around here ever, and I've been here a few times already. But what is sad is that this whole park hasn't been remodeled. It's been like this since June of last year, and probably even earlier than that. Here's a restaurant called Tosco, Friends and Food, Amigos y Comida. And this is the other side of the church. This is the other side of the church, and it's pretty at night. In the daytime too, it's a white parish. Like I said, it's called La Inmaculada, the Immaculate One. So, and this restaurant is pretty nice here, because if you want some privacy, you got these little plants right here, so people don't really bother you, and you come and hang out, have your food, have your meal. But this park has so much life. If you look at the vlogs I made back in October and November 2020, I made 2 of them here, and I interviewed some travelers from Argentina and Chile and a Colombian, and they were talking to me in English, and for one of them I was translating or interpreting. But oh well, yeah. And it used to be that on the other side, we're gonna go to the other side, and maybe on the wall of the place called Lucho's Arepas, when my channel's name was Sweet Wanderings, I changed that back in March of last year, of 2021, with the help and recommendation of some people. And I asked Kev TV I ran some names by him and my brother as well, my brother Dennis. And I asked him, wait, what do you think? Which is a better name for the channel? I had Eddie Travels, Traveling Eddie, and some other name I don't remember. I had like 3 options. Or Vagabond Eddie was another one, I think. Vagabond Eddie. And finally, I went with my brother and Kev TV's help, and maybe one other person. I didn't really talk to more than 2 or 3 people I know is my brother and Kev TV for sure. And the name that got the okay, buddy, hold up your car. The one that won was Traveling Eddie. Went from Sweet Wanderings to Traveling Eddie because it was Sweet Wanderings by Edwin Toro or with Edwin Toro, and that was just too damn long, too darn long. Wow. So the dry port is definitely dry because I'm telling you, there used to be caravans, like those road vehicles, not the long ones like in the States, like a Winnebago or whatever, but you had the shorter ones and had license plates from California, from Brazil, from Mexico, from Argentina. And I remember even one from Europe that they came over and they were traveling through Colombia because you could through the border until the border closed down during the pandemic. And they got stuck here for like 11 months. When I was talking to them, they had been here, no, for 7 months that they couldn't leave. And then they said they were running out of money. And there were people that were selling trinkets. They were making handmade accessories like necklaces and everything. And it was along this street right here. But this is all the park that is being remodeled. As you can see, it's being remodeled. It's gonna come out nice. Being remodeled. And all along this street right here, you would see it was on this side, parked on that side right there beyond that green tarp. They would park their RVs. They had converted their vehicles into, like they had a little bed in them, like my friend Finn Del Mundo, he has his channel, Finn, the New Zealander, the Kiwi. And I remember he had a little vehicle that he did like that, and Lucho Arepas, but the music is going on. I don't want to go in there. They got all these stickers on the wall right there where the people are sitting, and they got all the stickers on the wall, YouTubers. And, I still see my stickers up there. I can see it, but I'm not gonna bother people because people are sitting right there. So it was all of this side right here, and people, and that's the place, Lucho's Arepas. They're on Facebook and Instagram. It's called Lucho's or Lucho Arepas. What was it? Lucho Arepas. And they specialize in those type of arepas. So like they're fixing up the whole neighborhood and even the sidewalk here and everything, but this has been ongoing for 8 months now. And as you can see, some nice apartment buildings here with gated security, gated, not fenced, but just gated in terms of the gate to go in. You gotta announce yourself with the porter, like over there, the porter. There's another porter here, but you can't see it. So yeah, well, it has changed. So I was really hoping that this was ready now, but I guess we're gonna go now walking towards La Floresta metro station, 80. The night is young. And this other restaurant where my friend and I, Luis, my old and very good friend and hermanito brother of mine, and we ate at this place. It's a coffee shop, and it's very nice. And look at it, just look at the vibe. If you ever want to come here and they got coffee and everything, cafe. It's a coffee shop with some nice food. They even had a vegetarian sandwich that I ordered. But as I said, this place hasn't been finished, so that sucks. But at least I could show you this. But remember, if you want to really see what this place looked like, look, Vice Burgers. This is a place that specializes in burgers. It's called the Vice Burger. Look it up. The Vice, like Miami Vice, Vice Burger. And there goes the church over there. So now we're just gonna change our scheduled programming. And this is sometimes. Hey, Karina, how are you, Karina? And Anthony. Well, I hope my wind mic is working well. Let me know if my audio is working well, because I have my wind mic on. If you can see, the mic is on my chest right there, on my shirt, right there. And it's connected to the phone, so let me know if it's working well. Let me see. No, it's not raining here. Anthony Cruz, I'm doing good. Hi, Karina. I'm doing great. How are all of you doing? How's everybody doing? No, it's not raining. Not in this area. Maybe it's raining in El Poblado, but not in this area. And like I said before, this is all around the park and all of that. But now I'm gonna change my route and go in a different way. So there goes the church. So now we gotta go. I can't go on the metro, not with a video, and it's definitely not with a big gimbal in my hands, and whatever. So gotta find a nice way to go. Let's go adventure through some areas here. So how is Karina Garcia? How is Anthony Cruz? ¿Cómo están? And you can see they got nice little apartment buildings that they rent out. And it's a nice area, this area. But unfortunately, the park area that I showed you just a few moments ago, it's still under renovation. And they've been doing that since June or May of last year. So just so you know, it's called La Floresta. And this is a public library. La Floresta Public Library here. And it's closed now, of course, but it's a public library. And it's pretty new. It's a public library, La Floresta. Daniel Quintero. Hey, what's up, Daniel? What's up, Daniel Quintero? Hello, I'm doing great. How far is this from El Poblado? If you take the metro, you take line B. If you walk from here to the metro, it's about 4 blocks to the Santa Lucia metro station in that direction, but I'm not gonna go in that direction anymore. I'm gonna go in this direction towards La 80th Avenue, or Carrera 80 as they call it here, La Carrera 80, or Avenida 80. And if you take the metro, line B, all the way to the San Antonio interchange place where you change train lines and take the A line. There are only 2 train lines here, 2 metro lines, line A, line B. You go all the way to San Antonio, which is the last stop on line B, and then go down to line A, south direction towards La Estrella, and you go all the way to the Poblado metro station. That can take you about a good 20 to 30 minutes, depending on the time of day. If it's rush hour, it's gonna be hectic. Look at the all the buildings over there. Oh, my camera doesn't wanna focus right. Okay, there you go. And that's towards the Robledo, high Robledo area. A lot of tower blocks over there. I'm a traveler, but I've been living in Colombia for 23 years in total. Not continuously, but in total, Anthony. I'm Colombian American. I was born and raised in the US of A, born in New York City. I've told that to other people, but you're new. And I was raised in South Carolina, New York City, and Georgia. And I came to Colombia when I was 23, almost 24. Yeah, I was 23 years old. And I lived here for many years, and then I went back to the States, to New Jersey for 2 years in 2010 to 2012, and I didn't like the States anymore, just not for me. So I came back here, but I've been to India, Qatar, Mexico. Last year I spent 6 months in Mexico. I had left Colombia because I had, my plan was to be in Mexico for a year, a few weeks in Los Angeles and back in Mexico, 6 more months, a year total. And then I was gonna fly out to India, but the travel plans changed. And I came back here because of all the travel wackiness, restrictions changing, countries opening, closing, telling you at the last minute that you have to quarantine. Maybe I'm on the plane and then I'm going to some country like India or Nepal or Sri Lanka. And I remember they were doing all those quarantine craziness things and changing the parameters, the rules at the drop of a dime, just like out of nowhere. And they have the right to do that. And I didn't want to go through those things. I didn't want to go quarantine in some other country for 2 weeks without being able to go out Or like in New Zealand, if you arrive there, you got to pay for the quarantine, like $2,000 or $1,000 at some hotel. You can't go out. They bring the food to your door at the hotel. You can't go out. You can only go out to the balcony, maybe if the room has a balcony. Like my friend Finn Del Mundo talked about in his vlog when he went back to New Zealand at the beginning of the pandemic 2 years ago. Check out Finn Del Mundo, Finn Del Del Mundo. And if you can't find the channel, just right after it, when you type it into the search bar, type in Finn Del Mundo and Guanajuato, Mexico. And if you look at the beginning of the pandemic, the vlog he made about being in that hotel during the quarantine, he said it was hectic and some people really had a hard time because it was really hard on their emotional state, mental. And I wanted to avoid those unpleasantries. Buenas noches, ¿cómo están?
¿Qué tal?
Bien ustedes. And I wanted to avoid that craziness. If you're going to be in Cartagena, I haven't been to Cartagena since 2005 or 2004. It's been 18 years since I've been there, but if you're going to Cartagena, I recommend that you go to the old city, to the walled city, La Ciudad Amurallada. It's very beautiful in the daytime and the nighttime too. And go to San Felipe Castle if you want to see that type of castle fort. They have San Felipe Castle, El Castillo de San Felipe. You can go there. Oh, look, they have co-working here. I'll keep answering your questions in a moment. I didn't know they had a co-working area here. You can rent it per hour or pay a monthly fee. And private offices, if you need that. Auditoriums for meetings and workshops and training. There you go. Co-working here. Co-working space. I think it's right there in that place. So, wow. So these are nice little houses here. So Anthony, and take a tour, but you got to be careful. There are many hackers out there. Not hackers. I forgot how you call these guys. Scammers, like in India, that will sell you tour packages to go to the Islas del Rosario Islands. It's a nice tour. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend Rosario Islands tour right there out of Cartagena. But you gotta shop around and you gotta negotiate with these guys and see which one gives you the lowest price. Because if you look like a foreigner, then they're gonna treat you like a foreigner trying to get the most out of you in terms of money. So keep that in mind. I mean, if they do it to Colombians, they'll do it even more so to a foreigner because they think all foreigners are filthy rich. And that ain't really true. I mean, yeah, I'm a foreigner, but I'm nationalized in Colombia. I'm a Colombian national. Now, I'm a naturalized citizen. My second nationality is Colombian. Became a citizen back in 1996 because I was about to get thrown out. My tourist visa was gonna run out back in those days. But I only was able to get the Colombian citizenship because my mom and dad are Colombian. And then I got their paperwork and everything and proved that they were my parents, I'm their son. And then I did the whole process and I got Colombian citizenship. That's why I can live here continuously without a problem. Leave as many times as I want and come back as many times as I want. Don't need any visa. This is La Ochenta. This is Avenida La Ochenta, very popular if you want something off the grid, off the tourist grid. If you don't want to be traveling around where all the foreigners are, like in Poblado or Laureles or Manila or whatever, this place. Yeah, we're poor in the States. I couldn't afford to live in the States anymore. I would have to be a slave. And hell no, I'm not gonna be a slave. Now always keep your eyes peeled. I'm keeping my eyes peeled because sometimes there are more and more people that wanna antojate. That means get the desire for something. Desire something. Desire something now. Antojate. That's the name of this bakery here. But there'll be some people that will try to snatch your phone here in Colombia. So Anthony, when you arrive in Cartagena tomorrow, buddy, Make sure you don't give papaya. I have a video about that I posted like 2 weeks ago. No de papaya. That means don't expose yourself, don't attract people to rob you. Don't go around showing that you got an expensive phone. Me, I got a gimbal right now, and I got my phone attached to the gimbal and all of that. So because I got that, people look at me, hi, how are you? People are very friendly sometimes, like these ladies, these girls here, and they're just smiling at the camera and say, what's up? And some people are looking to rob somebody. They are in all places. Colombia is pretty safe compared to some other countries right now, but it's not totally safe. It is quite safe, but do not go into the wrong neighborhoods. Ask the locals. Like Anthony, you're gonna be in Cartagena. Ask the locals what neighborhoods you need to avoid, what hours you should avoid them at, so you can avoid getting, robbed, or even worse, hurt if you fight back. Some people will stab you in any country. Not India. In India, it's very difficult to get stabbed because they have ahimsa, non-violence. The police don't carry guns or weapons in India, not the military either, unless it's a special mission or situation and only authorized by a police commander or military commander. This is the Floresta metro station here. Floresta metro station. That's a green bus, electric bus, 100% electric. So this is La Floresta metro station. So Anthony, everybody, even Daniel that is from Colombia, Daniel Quintero, everybody, you gotta be smart about where you are, what you're doing around here. This is La Ochenta and this is the Metro Line B. If you take a cab, a taxi from here to El Poblado, at this time on a Friday night, you're gonna run into heavy traffic. Medellin is horrible. Well, let me just turn the camera on me. Medellin is horrible. The traffic during rush hour is a monstrosity. It is pure disgust, pure disarray, and all of that. So you'll be stuck in traffic for a long time. The best thing you could do is take the metro during rush hour in the evening hours, like between 5 p.m., like 4:30 to about 7:30, 8 p.m. It's best that you take the metro, even though it's going to be crowded. But if you're going from this area to on line B all the way down to San Antonio metro station, it's going to be light. But from the San Antonio metro station this way is going to be heavy. It's going to be crowded, packed, kind of like in Japan where they push everybody in. But when you're going south at rush hour, south towards Poblado from the north on the metro, it's going to be light. The trains are going to be pretty empty. But going north, it's because most people that are poor to upper poor class, you got the upper poor class, you got the middle poor class, and you got the lower poor class. Even the poor have their little distinctions here. And most of the poor class a lot of the poor class are hired to work in Poblado area, Sabaneta area, and Envigado area. So in the morning, going south on the metro, it's like boom. And in the afternoon, 4:30 p.m. onward, it's like this, going north on the metro. What can I tell you? I love traveling. And I hope to get rich like 50 Cent who died trying on YouTube. Because I just want to be able to just travel and not work anymore as an English language teacher. I am an English language teacher. That's what I've been for 23 years. But I'm going to keep doing this because I love doing this. And now every Friday night, as long as it doesn't rain, as long as it's not raining, I'll do a live stream on Friday nights. And sometimes I'm even thinking about doing a live stream on Friday in the morning around 10 a.m. around downtown Medellin once in a while to show you what downtown Medellin looks like at around 9:30 a.m. in the morning or 10. And then on Saturdays, I'll continue doing live streaming. And on Sundays, I'm going to be doing live stream from my country house just to talk about travel stuff. Ooh, I just felt the raindrop. Talking about rain. Uh-oh, I just felt the raindrop. Let's keep walking and talking because It did look like a little rain might come this way when I finished work at 5 p.m. and I took one of these buses down to the metro in the south of the city and came this way, and I got here right after I got out of class and everything. It took me about an hour, 20 minutes to get all the way up here with the bus to the metro and then the metro all the way up to this area. So you see, this is a Friday night, and this is the Floresta metro station. Floresta, right there. And this is La 80. And this is the canalization, La Canalización. There's a canalization that goes right under the metro line, all the way down towards the river, Medellin River. I think it's better to go on the other side, because on the other side they got a lot of eateries, a lot of fast food restaurants. So let me show you that. Now, what you got to be careful sometimes is that these guys do run these traffic lights, especially the motorcyclists. So word of caution, be careful. Don't think this is the States where you easily cross the pedestrian walk, the pedestrian crosswalk. Damn, I am feeling a couple of drops. But I got my umbrella. Yeah, the sky is a little, look at the sky. It's cloudy. If you can see the sky, it's a little cloudy. But it doesn't look like it's gonna really rain. It might be a sprinkle, a shower. So some people here selling their accessories, their little trinkets. Please ask any questions you want. You can type a question into the chat box, and gladly I shall answer it. Gladly. La Floresta, I don't know when they're going to finish that park, because it's a really cool place to hang out with all the life inside the park, but they're remodeling it, they're renovating that park. So I won't be coming back to La Floresta area for about 4 or 5 months. And if you like Subway sandwiches, there goes a Subway. Subway's everywhere these days. Have it your way. And the combo of the day for a Subway is 16,500 pesos. That's like 4, 8, 12, 16. That's right under $4. Just around $4. A sub, 15-centimeter sub. Put French fries, or not French fries, but the fries are different in a different form. And a 473 milliliter drink, limited time offer for $4. And each day they got a different special. On Mondays they got chicken breast. On Tuesdays they got Italian. On Wednesdays they got turkey breast. Thursdays they got tuna. Fridays they got ham sandwiches. Saturdays they got Italian BMT. And on Sundays, ham and turkey. So that's Subway. It looks better than the Subways in New York or in the States. It looks pretty nice. Wow. It's the first Subway I've seen with a different thing. It's more like these armchairs that are comfortable to sit on, in addition to the regular tables. Okay. Another neighborhood, but I'm not going to walk through it because it's just a bunch of housing, apartments and houses, but it's called Estadio. The stadium neighborhood is right in that direction, towards the stadium complex, sports complex area where Nacional, the team, plays, the football team, the soccer team, Nacional, and Medellin, soccer teams, football teams, FIFA, you know, Nacional, Atlético Nacional, and Deportivo Independiente Medellin, Robin Food. You got like 5 different restaurants here, 5 different businesses. Something about burritos and bowls and sandwich tribute and whatever. It's like 5 different restaurants, pizza and everything. 5 different little kitchens in one. Robin Food. Yes to all. Vivilo. A nice little bar here, food place. And wow, look at that. Nice eateries. It's called Chaotico. And they got more restaurants. It just changed a little bit. They didn't used to have all these type of restaurants and cafes, and now they do. Macabro Salvaje, Savage Macabre, Macabre Savage. So this is another restaurant here where people come. It's a big restaurant, and they have all kinds of. It's a big one. Wow, it's a big restaurant. It's called Macabro, Macabro. And then they got a regular place here. It's like Chinese. It's called Chinese Diamond, Diamante Chino. And Kev TV, maybe you want to know about this. They got these big plates here for like about $10, $12, up to about 14 bucks. But the plates are about $10, $8. Some personalized plates, the smaller plates, are about good $7. Yeah, good $6, $7. They got all this Chinese food restaurant here. I don't see the Chinese cooks inside, but I guess they sold it off to the Colombians. But they got special rice with bittersweet sauce special, spaghetti special with special rice for 22,000 pesos, 22,000 pesos. 22,000 pesos is about 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, about $5 to $6. Plates start off at about $5, and they start going up to about $12. And then you got the street food here, more street food. These big hot dogs that they put a bunch of stuff on them, like little matchstick fries and cheese and pineapple sauce and whatever, for 10,000 pesos, for under $3, a big hot dog. That's what they're making there. Or chicken kebabs with fries and arepa, a little salad or burgers, all kinds of fast food. All kinds of fast food for $4, $3, $2. $2 stuff. $3, yep. They start about $2.50 upward. And you can see right there the guy making the food right there. The arepas, the chicken kebabs, or pork kebabs and everything. This whole street here in La Ochenta, going from the Floresta metro station all the way to Colombia Street, is a bunch of fast food street carts, kind of like if you were in India. And this is a famous one here. Maybe most don't know that, but this has been famous with the locals for years, for a lot of the fast food street carts, fast food street carts like this, chorizos and whatever, and then the shops, the restaurants themselves. Let me see who's talking to me, if anybody has said anything recently, because I haven't looked at the chat. Okay, nothing. Nobody else has said anything recently, but yeah. So you got one of the more local restaurants. They also sell all these fast food, hamburgers, chuzo desgranado, fajitas, salchipapas, meaning like French fries with potatoes and sausages. I mean, French fries with sausage, fried sausage, and little cordonese eggs, or picadas, maicitos, meaning sweet corn with melted mozzarella cheese and something else, burritos, hot dogs, all kinds of fast food, greasy, and your empanadas, el encarrete empanadas, the famous empanadas in Medellin, 2,000 pesos a pop. That's about 45 to 50 cents a pop. Or chicken pastel de pollo. It's a salty, baked, but it's not even baked, it's fried. Pastel de pollo for about 65 cents. And all of that. And Mexican food here. Now they're playing the music at the Mexican food restaurant. Comida mexicana, Mexican food. Comida mexicana. Very popular in Colombia and in cities like Medellin and Envigado to find Mexican food. Búfalas. What is búfalas? Hamburgers and wings. Búfalas or bisontalas. And búfalas has got like two different names. And the same prices, about $6, $5, $6 for combos, hamburger, combos and whatever, rib combos. Mario Brothers is all across the city, all across the valley of Aburrá. Mario Brothers is a fast food joint. It used to be very, very famous. I don't know about this hour, why at this hour is not moving a lot, but they're famous for their burgers, hot dogs, and maicitos. Maicitos are sweet corn with melted cheese and everything, and some other sauce. And more of the potatoes, papas con cosas, potatoes with stuff. Las callejeras chips, street chips. So you got all kinds of, this whole street has been famous. It used to be more crowded, but it's later on in the night that this place gets more crowded. Oh, how much battery power do I have? Do I have to connect? I'm gonna connect later on my external pack, battery pack, to this to charge my phone. So more eateries, sushi, look, sushi. And more of these restaurants, arepa. This is an arepa restaurant. And they make it all with arepas, as you can see right there. Arepas, different kind of arepas. Arepas are a main staple here in Medellin and in Colombia, in many areas. Arepa. And they make it with different type of ingredients and toppings. Yeah, I'm going to make the most of this live stream today, show you guys as much as I can, take it as long as I can. People come in and out. This is live streams are like revolving doors at banks or big corporate buildings in the States or in England or in Europe. Come in when you want to, leave when you want to. Others come in, others leave. And this place is called Los Verdes. It has grown a lot. It used to be a small place. When I used to come here, eat here when I had my car, and I was a meat eater. The green ones, Los Verdes. And they have specials. Some motorcycles are really noisy. Like I said, there's a lot of heavy traffic. People coming home from work, and it's heavy. So if you're trying to move around the city at this time in a car or in a taxi, it's gonna be hell. If you're going from here to Poblado or Poblado to here, to this area, you're better off just taking the metro. Save yourself a lot of money, and you'll just be like cool, calm, and collected. So they sell you here some meat products like for $4, like some kind of grilled meat, chicken or other kind of meat or chicken or pork with arepa, cheese, a little salad, and some French fries and a juice, lemonade, natural lemonade or soda pop for $4 basically. They have some combos. Or they have one with the hot dog, the big hot dog with bacon on it and stuff, and French fries and the Coke for about $3. Yeah, right around $3. So this is Los Verdes right here. A lot of good stuff, places to come and eat. So this turned in, it was what I wanted to do, a food tour kind of at Parque La Floresta, Floresta Park. And it was just small there, and it's a pretty cool hangout. But like I said, didn't happen. The live stream says La Floresta, Medellin, live in La Floresta, Medellin. More chicken kebabs and pork kebabs, and the lady with the music there to print out the bills and whatever. They're preparing all the food because more people will come during the night later on, and just bam, stand in line. This is the interchange here that they're building. This is Colombia Street that intersects La Ochenta. This is La Ochenta going towards Robledo. Or if you want to go to Santa Fe de Antioquia, go this way and then go up. Mega Pizza. I've eaten Mega Pizza once or twice and it's all right. Not like Papa John's, it's different, it's Colombian style. Called Mega Pizza. Mega Pizza. I've eaten twice and it's been good. So they're making that thing to alleviate traffic because Colombia, Medellin, the traffic situation is like horrible. It collapsed. To have a car here in Medellin is a headache. It's a nightmare unless you have a lot of money and just take it out after 8 p.m. at night, because they even have like all day pico y placa, meaning like if your car ends, your license plate ends in like 3, and today is the restriction for 3 to circulate in the city, you can't take it out. If you do, you risk getting a ticket, a big fine, plus having your vehicle towed and whatever other things. So this is what they're doing. Ouch. They're fixing all of this. They knocked out some houses that were here and some businesses. The government takes over them and pays the price that is official and not the market price. Listen to the crickets. So if you keep going that way, you're going that way, but now we're going down towards the Medellin River here. This is Colombia, and they're building this. This hasn't finished yet. This is being done so they can avoid the bottleneck that has been happening here for years. Bottleneck coming up and going that way and coming up from the city this way as well. And now they're going to make this whole thing so that the people that are going straight can go over this thing, and the other ones that are going right or left, and it'll facilitate traffic, be lighter. We're going to the stadium area where the sports complex is, and I'm gonna connect my battery pack, my power bank, to this so we don't run out of battery that quickly. Let's see how we can get this to happen. The jerking around is because I'm trying to, wait a minute, I'm plugging in the wrong thing. Sorry. I grabbed the wrong cable. Give me a second, guys. I grabbed the wrong cable because I bought some other cables. I gotta find the right one that is plugged to my thing, and here it is. Now let's see if it's charging. Yeah, it's charging. So we have a little more battery life on the cell phone. I have to come prepared for this. Drinking a little water. A little water. It's not Gatorade, it's just water. Use the Gatorade bottle so I don't have to be buying more bottles of water on the street. Plus the bottles of water. I mean the water. I forgot that I got this thing. Ouch. My backpack. I forgot, I almost killed the camera. I got it, because I'm connecting this cable from my power bank, and I got to put this backpack in front of me. The pull is not hard. Oh my goodness. Now I lost. Hold on, guys. Yeah, I gotta wait for the phone to. Okay, now I gotta do this. Give me a second. Bear with me. I was trying to connect this thing, this battery thing, but the camera was losing its stability because of the heaviness of the cable. Too heavy. And I didn't bring the original one because I forgot it. Okay, let's work with this. This is better. Mucho pueblo, mucha congestión, yeah. Who's C. Palacio? Okay, C. Palacio, welcome. What's up? ¿Cómo estás? Yeah. Mario Brothers is from Barranquilla. Okay, thanks, Daniel. Gracias, Daniel. I didn't know it was from Barranquilla. Cool. What activities can you do? So I'm just catching up on the chat, on the messages. Yeah, be discreet with your possessions, Anthony. If it's raining in El Poblado, and welcome C. Palacio. Welcome, bienvenida C. Palacio to the live stream. Bienvenida al live, el video en vivo. We're going towards, sorry, my thing is moving a little bit because I got, the cable is kind of heavy. I gotta grab the cable. I gotta do some maneuvers here. Maneuvers in the dark, like the group from the 80s, that pop music group. Maneuvers in the dark. Orchestral movies in the dark. I love you once, I touch you twice, I won't go, let go at any price, or something like that, the lyrics. Anyhow, Anthony Cruz, what activities can you do in El Poblado if it's raining? If it's at nighttime, there are so many cafes, bars, nightclubs, good restaurants to chill at, eat and talk and listen to good music. If you're in the Manila neighborhood, that is very apt for digital nomads and travelers. They got hostels there. Even one guy I met back in Guanajuato, Mexico last year, we were staying in the same home, Airbnb stay. And the guy's from Switzerland. His name is Dominic. And we met. And he said he was going to come to Colombia, to Medellin and visit. Wow, look at that view of the mountain, of the buildings. That's up on the mountain. Well, my phone is not the best, so it doesn't want to like focus well. Anyway, it's better in person when you can see it in person. Oops, I changed the thing. What's up, what's up? Let me change it again. Yeah, La es bonita, very beautiful area. So there are many places, and there's a hostel called the Funky Monkey. Excuse me, not the Funky Monkey, the Purple Monkey Hostel. And I recommended it to the guy I met in Mexico last year back in November in Guanajuato. There are a lot of barbershops here on the street. A lot of barbershops. Buenas, ¿cómo le va? ¿Bien o qué?
Hey, ¿qué hizo?
¿Todo bien? Muchachos, ¿todo bien?
Grabando, graben, venga.
¿Cómo?
Está grabando.
Dígale hola a la gente, ¿todo bien?
Todo bien.
Excelente.
Visite la barbería Town.
The Town, la barbería del Town, para que se corten el cabello aquí. ¿Y cuánto vale el corte?
14 pesitos para...
Arce, Arce, todo bien, gracias, estén bien. So he said 14,000 pesos for a haircut here in El Poblado. Not El Poblado, here on Colombia. On Colombia. Buenas noches, ¿cómo están? Bien, gracias. So people are very nice in general. I mean, a lot of people say what's up here and there, some people don't. Buenas noches, jóvenes. ¿Todo bien? Excelente. So, I mean, they look at me and they think I'm a foreigner, and I am. But, whatever. So 14,000 pesos is $3 and about 50 cents, something around there. You just got to look at the Colombian exchange rate to see what the current exchange rate is going for. Like 2 or 3 weeks ago, before the war in Ukraine began with the Russian invasion of Ukraine, the dollar you would get, for a US dollar, you would get 4,000 pesos, plus the commission, minus the commission they charge here. Pay the commission. But now it's at 3,777. I saw it 2 days ago. I don't know what it is now. You know, you just got to be watching, seeing what the exchange rate is like. So a haircut is about $3.50, something like that, $3.60 for a haircut here at a barbershop. See all the traffic? The traffic goes all the way down and a little further down than El Diamante, where we're going towards. So Anthony, yeah, a lot of things to do out there in El Poblado if it's raining in the afternoon or in the evening. In the morning, even in the morning, they got some restaurants open like around 9 or 10, or coffee shops. But of course, nobody wants to do anything in the morning. It's usually after lunchtime or sometime after 5. So plenty of things to do in El Poblado. And even if you come to Laureles, which is the second trendiest neighborhood in Medellin after El Poblado in terms of Provenza or Manila and whatever, you got Laureles. But I didn't go into Laureles today because I did a live stream there maybe like a month ago. So don't want to be burning out people with the same thing over again. This is something new for people on my channel, for the followers, people who are following Traveling Eddie. So this is the famous Colombia Street, Avenida Colombia or Calle Colombia, Colombia Street here in Medellin. And Medellin has a lot of things to offer to travelers who want to do different things. If you just want to do the normal that all tourists from other countries do, from the States, Canada, or Europe, Mexico, or whatever, then you go to El Poblado, one part of Medellin, and you stay in that area. Patio Bonito, Barrio Manila, Provenza, Oviedo area, Santa Fe Mall area. But if you want something different, you go to Laureles Estadio. This whole area here, inward, in that area, inside there, is stadium area, the neighborhood of Estadio. And from what I heard from those two foreigners at the beginning of this live stream, if you watch this again, maybe like after like the 8th minute or 10th minute, it was two Americans. And they were angry, and it says, like, don't tell people what this is. We don't want any more people messing up. Tell them just to stay in El Poblado or Laureles, because they already messed those things up and they messed up stadium, El Estadio. Don't tell them about this. Keep it a secret. And then he flipped the bird and he said a couple of bad words. He flipped the bird. I think he was flipping the bird me too for doing that, but whatever. Because I asked him, hey, where are you guys from? And he didn't want to say where they were from. But I knew they were American because they didn't sound Canadian. And they sounded like they were somewhere from down south, southern states. Tower blocks, a lot of tower blocks there. Maybe they have listings on Airbnb if you want to go through Airbnb to get something. And there's even a hotel here, I didn't know that. There's a hotel probably in the last 2 years. That is La Cuarta Brigada, that's the 4th Brigade, that's the military brigade. That's a military brigade called the 4th Brigade that serves Medellin. And they also have the anti-kidnapping unit here called Gaula Militar. The army does that, operations when people have been kidnapped. And this hotel is called Street 50. Hotel Street 50. Street 50 is the name of the hotel. And there's another hotel here. Oh. Another hotel here called Baru Suite. Baru Suite. That's the phone number in case you want to contact them on WhatsApp. Ask them for prices. And that's the address right there. And they're on Facebook and Twitter. Baru Suite. Right there. Facebook and Twitter. And they accept all major credit cards. And they have Wi-Fi, TV, a bar, fan. No AC, no AC. You don't need an AC here unless there's a heat wave. And they have an elevator too. I think they have an elevator. No, not an elevator. This is only 3 floors or 2 floors. No elevator. What am I talking about? For men and women. 2 new hotels. I used to live in this area because my dad has 2 apartments over there in that direction. And I used to live in one of them. And I used to walk through here a lot. A few years ago, some years ago. And those hotels did not exist. So there's probably something in the last 4 years, because I moved out of Medellin back in, wait a minute, no, I lived in Medellin here again until 2019. What am I talking about? I had lived outside of Medellin in the countryside from 2014 to 2017. And then I moved to Medellin from 2017 to 2019. Then I moved back to the countryside from 2019 to 2021. Then I went to Mexico. Look at all the traffic. That's just to turn this way to to go into this. This is an up-and-coming neighborhood. If you want to invest here in Colombia, in Medellin, you go to Los Colores neighborhood. From that side on, it's called Los Colores, the colors, Los Colores neighborhood. And it's easy access to the metro because they got the little green buses to the metro when you get the special civic card, tarjeta cívica. It's a green card, and you use it, you reload it with money, and when you step onto the bus, you just swipe it on the electronic reader, and then you have an integrated bus ticket, and when you get to the metro station, you swipe it again to get in, and it charges you just one fare, one integrated fare, 2,500 or 2,600 pesos, which is less than $1. That's like 75 cents, something like that, 80 cents, I don't know. You guys do the math. And the famous Diamante, little famous Diamante shopping center, famous with only paisas, not foreigners, is right over there, El Diamante. Right across the street, going into that area right over there. So now I'm going to show you the stadium complex area, sports complex and everything, and where some foreigners have loved being, but said that it's starting to fall apart because more foreigners are coming and messing up their little piece of the pie, their little piece of heaven. These guys go out at night and they skate together. They do it in this part of the city. I remember when I used to live over there in that area, and they just go around the city together, like a group of 10, 15, 20, sometimes 50 or 80 people, and they skate. And they got the guy in the backpack with the little green light flashing to make sure people see that they're doing it. Oh, it's actually a big group. Look, this complex is right there. You see the big floodlights, the stadium lights up there. That's for the baseball field. There's a diamond there, a baseball diamond over there where they play baseball and softball. It's a group of about 60 people doing roller skating, rollerblading. Basically rollerblading, yeah. Nice. A lot of people like doing that here. I've never seen that in the States in my life. But here they do it, children and all. And El Diamante is right over there, where it says Dollar City. And you got all those tower blocks that have gone up over the last 10 years and some new projects that are being built in that area. Oh, look at that, the Maluma poster. Maluma, baby. Look at that, Maluma, the famous Paisa reggaetonero singer, famous Colombian around the world now, like J Balvin. Maluma. En el mapa, Medallo en el mapa, Medellin on the map, baby. Maluma. So selling tickets for April 30th. Oopsie daisy, the bus right in my face. And there's going to be a concert here for Maluma at the stadium here, Atanasio Girardot, on April 30th. April 30th, less than 2 months from now. In case you're here at that time and you want to see Maluma singing, go ahead. Sí, amor y luz para todos. Gracias, Karina, por estar aquí un ratico. You're welcome, Karina. So let's walk this way. And I'm going to show you a place. When I used to be a Hare Krishna, some of you don't know that. When I was a Hare Krishna, a Bhakti Yogi or Vaishnav, the temple used to be around the corner. It's still there, but it really doesn't go down the way it used to go down anymore. So if any of you are Indian and are watching this at some time, and you want to visit a little temple with Kira Chola Gopinath deities, is right here. If they still have the altar area, the temple, is right here where this phone number thing sign is, right across down the street from the bank, from BBVA Bank, right around the corner, and it's called Yoga. It's called Ganges, and you see the clothing, the Indian clothing, and the bags and whatever, saris, or some other stuff they sell here. There goes Lord Ganesh. Lord Ganesh, please remove all the obstacles in Traveling Eddie's way so we can really make a lot of money on YouTube as Traveling Eddie, and we could go to India faster and promote India for the world to see. India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka. Yeah, that is Lord Ganesh, the remover of obstacles. Half elephant, half man. With the conch shell and the little thing, wow. Jai Ganesha. So this is the yoga place, and I used to be Hare Krishna, and that's the place right there. That's the place. It's called Yoga Ganges Yoga Studio, and on the second floor right there is where I used to be a pujari, like a priest, a Brahmin. I was a Brahmin, a Western Brahmin when I was initiated by my guru and took second initiation under his guidance. And there was the whole area right over there. And I used to do all the puja, the ceremony, and the people would be out here, and there's a curtain there. And yeah, but I'm not gonna go in there right now to say hello or anything because no, I'm doing this live stream, and some people are not comfortable with, you know, being on camera, especially live. So yeah, I have said that before, that I used to be a Hare Krishna. I went to India. I went to India only because I was a Hare Krishna before I went to India. And I had tried to go to India for like 5 years, but I was not really a positive person at that time. I'd become very negative, and I had some help in getting out of the negativity and leaving the Hare Krishna movement because of certain things that were going on inside the community here that were not helping many of us advance on our spiritual path. It was more like a crazy time, but I don't want to get into it. But somebody external to the group helped me get out by talking a lot to me, so I decided to leave. I became very positive, optimistic, again, happy, go lucky, started getting a lot of work. Again, as an English language teacher, started saving money, paid off a lot of bills in those days, and I was able to go to India after 5 years of trying. And I did a lot of visualization, the law of attraction with Kubera Mudra and with Lord Ganesha, the one I just showed you. And I was able to finally go to India in 2019, in February. I remember I arrived in India in Mumbai, on February 7th at 2:30 in the morning, 2019. That was such a beautiful experience. 48 days in India, North India. I traveled in Delhi, I traveled in Mumbai, I visited Bhubaneswar, Puri, in the Gulf, on the Bay of Bengal there, in the state of Odisha. I went to Varanasi, I went to Bodh Gaya, where Lord Buddha, one of the last Buddhas basically that we know about, Siddhartha Gautama from Nepal, he went into the Indian plains and he meditated, continued meditating until finally he reached enlightenment in Bodh Gaya. I was there at the temple, at the Mahabodhi temple in Bodh Gaya. And then I went to Varanasi by train. I met 2 Ukrainian women in Bodh Gaya. We were staying at the same guest house outside of Bodh Gaya. We were basically staying in a village at a guest house right next to a little orphanage school and everything. And it was awesome. I'm playing Vaginatos over here, and I want to avoid that because the other day with the Savaneta live video, I got a copyright claim because some song by I don't know who from Sony something had played and they picked it up for a while. And then I had to get that part of the video, the music edited out. I had that part of the video just cut out. La esquina del Marinillo. That on the weekends and during the day, they sell a lot of fruit, salads, and everything along those shops because the stadium complex is right over there. All of that is the stadium complex, but there's nothing happening at the stadium tonight. So I was telling you that, yeah, India. I met the 2 Ukrainian women there. My heart goes out to the Ukrainian people that are under that attack, invasion, and their attack on their freedom, their liberty, their democratic ways, that they're a young democratic nation and they're trying to move ahead in democracy. But then this thing with Russia happening there, that's very sad. Many people getting killed, so much violence. This is the area, another little hangout area where people love to come and drink beer and whatever and eat and listen to vaginatos and salsa and merengue and some of this street food here. And it's very loud, as you can hear. Gracias. Buenas. Oh, Yeah, see, es que está ahí, es levantadito. The food here. And it's still early, but they got all of these bars and things going on, all these bars, very loud. So let me just move through this. Very, very, very loud. Wow, super loud. Super loud. Super loud. And as a YouTube content creator, when we're doing live streams, that bothers us because the algorithm picks us up and thinks it's us putting the music on, and then we get copyright claims from the music companies like Sony or Epic or whoever, whatever company they're called, and then we get a copyright claim, not a strike, but a claim. That's El Obelisco. El Obelisco is an old shopping center turned more into like a night place at nighttime, like a not popular night hangout, but they got shops inside that sell sports clothing and everything, and then they got offices on the higher floors and parking spaces, and a Domino's pizza there and everything, and a Subway shop and Cabano and all of that. And then, like I said, here's where they sell all the fruit stuff, fruit vegetables, fruit cups, fried food and everything. Let's go into the sports complex area here. So I met those two girls from the Ukraine. I remember Anna and her friend. I forgot the friend's name, the doctor. And Anna right now, she's a refugee, or she decided to leave Ukraine where she was living and go with her dog and her sister and the two dogs. They have Siberian Huskies, and go to Belgium. So they're protecting themselves, feeling safe in Belgium. In Belgium. That's the stadium, the football stadium where the national team plays and the Medellin team plays, the two national soccer teams or football teams in terms of the Colombian Football League, La Liga Colombiana de Fútbol, or whatever they call it. And people here, you see them doing exercise at night, rollerblading, jogging, running, walking, biking. And this is the Atanasio Girardot Stadium. And that's the stadium here, the soccer stadium. It's even there in English. Estadio Fútbol, soccer stadium. Atanasio Girardot. And like I said, Nacional, the green team, and hey, what's up? And Medellin, the red team, they play here. And people are doing exercise here at night. And it's safe at night. I mean, for you to get robbed here, like I've said to people before, it's gotta be your unlucky day, or you were here too late at night alone. Especially for a woman, I wouldn't recommend a woman really being alone here. Maybe with a friend like these two ladies coming on the rollerblades. They're rollerblading together, they're staying safe, and all of that. And they're in a couple, and they stay safe that way. But if you're going alone, then there's a risk. Not here, but when you're going home, maybe somebody might be following you, trying to steal your phone. It has happened. Why would I say it has? It's possible, and it has happened to locals or foreigners. I'm sad that some foreigners have been recently posting vlogs on YouTube that they came to Medellin or Colombia and they felt unsafe because they were robbed, and then they speak ill of the country and of the people just because one little incident happened to them. And in some cases, those people were exposing themselves. They were attracting the wrong attention in the wrong areas. So please do be considerate, be smart about it, and just know where you're standing, know what location you are in. If you are in Manrique, that area is not that good for foreigners, especially to do what I'm doing with a camera, a GoPro camera, and a gimbal, and making videos, because it's a high probability of getting robbed in Manrique or Aranjuez, because those areas are really lower class in terms of poverty. Not that the people are bad, it's just you find a lot of thieves in that area. That's the swimming area there with a big Olympic swimming pool over there and everything. And you can pay for membership there if you have some kind of Colombian citizenship or whatever. Maybe even as a foreigner, if they allow it, I don't know. There they're doing aerobics at night and kickboxing and boxing practicing that. So they're doing all of that there with electronic music. And it's a free class. You don't have to pay anything. People just come in and do exercise at night on a Friday or whatnot. So, yeah. So this is Medellin, Maluma, baby. This is the sports complex at night. I mean, if you want a laid back kind of plan, don't want to go to the rowdy areas, because La 70, Boulevard La 70 is only like 2 blocks away from here in that direction. And I did a live stream there with Laureles all the way from Parque de Belén about a month and a half ago, something. So there are a lot of things here. And look at these 2 girls, they're also skating together, rollerblading together. So they're being smart about it. They're staying together and not going alone. And like this other couple, a man and a woman, they're jogging together, I think. Or 2 women, I'm wrong. 2 women and they're jogging together. They stay like that, they protect themselves. When you're in a group of 2 or 3, it's harder for you to get robbed. People that are thieves will think twice before robbing people who are together in a group of 2, 3, or 4. But when you're alone, the risk really skyrockets. So the choice is yours to be safe or not. And it's really windy. I'm glad I have the wind mic. Let me see if anybody has said anything. I haven't been looking at the camera, at the chat. Oh, you have some Ganesha incense. Yes, Karina, it does smell very good. Yeah, I love the Ganesha incense. My last Ganesha incense I bought in Guadalajara, Mexico. And then I used it up here in Colombia and at my mom's place during the month of December. I have other incense right now, but I haven't run out of it yet, so I haven't bought any new incense. So this is the stadium complex, and they got a track and field here. They got these other coliseums where you do Greco-Roman wrestling, basketball, volleyball, weightlifting for people who are practicing weightlifting. And then those coliseums right there, those are coliseums right there. And here you got people playing football, world football. And they got 2 teams, the one in the yellow or like fluorescent green jerseys, and the ones in the black and gray jerseys. So they're playing football. And I don't want to hear that music. Anytime I hear this music, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, copyright claim. And that really sucks, because that's something we cannot control. And here's the goalpost. Let's see if they come towards us and see how they play this match, this round. Look at this. They're playing football here. Now the guy's coming in. Oh no, didn't really. Football, that's the goalkeeper. And so a football match on a Friday night, and somebody committed a foul. And there you go. This is not professional, not even semi-professional. This is just people who want to play. They're some kind of league they have for non-professional players, and they just want to have fun. So I'm gonna keep walking, but okay, they're coming this way. Whoa, watch out. Whoa, he's gonna, oh, well, there we go. He scored the goal. There you go. Guys, you got to see a goal. They got it by the football player. So there you go. Goal! they're playing music very loud in some business over here. You want a little chill? They're playing vallenatos. So this is the whole little situation here. This is another stadium. Yeah, golazo, golazo. Se lo metieron. And here's the track and field. That's a basketball coliseum there. Basketball coliseum right there. It says baloncesto. Right over there in the corner. Baloncesto, basketball for women. Women's basketball. That's a women's basketball court. Or men too. And here's the track and field. Here's the track and field. So people come here and do running, do jogging. You can see people. The track and field right there. People of all ages. And javelin throws. Sometimes they practice that. So you see people here doing their jogging on the track inside the Stadium Sports Complex. Atanasio Girardot Stadium Sports Complex. And that's Coliseo Ivan de Bedu, the Ivan de Bedu Coliseum, basketball court. Well, maybe we can see a little bit through the cracks. Maybe we see a little bit through the cracks. And tonight, since the night is still young, it's only 8 p.m., 8:11, I'm gonna walk all the way to the Carlos R. Restrepo area and show you what the local nightlife is like over there. And look at this. Oh, these are people in wheelchairs. I'm not gonna invade their privacy. But they play basketball here on wheelchair. You can see here the Coliseum. And guys on wheelchairs are preparing to play basketball on a wheelchair, in their wheelchairs, because they are in that situation. So this is the stadium, the Coliseum here, Coliseum. This is the Coliseum. So I do want to show you all the way to Carlos R. Restrepo. There'll be a few blocks walk, like a few blocks. My left foot is going to be like 8 blocks. But let's do it. We're here. This is one life, one opportunity, like the Eminem song, Lose Yourself. I was telling Fin del Mundo about a plan I have, and I'm not getting any younger. I'm going on 50 years old, 50 years of age this year now. And what I'm going for, I have this one last chance. This physical body's not getting any younger. And I love teaching, but I don't want to be a teacher for the rest of my life, an English language teacher. I already told you guys that I want to be a full-time YouTube travel vlogger and foodie vlogger and live streamer. So there are no guarantees in life. No guarantees whatsoever, but it doesn't matter. I know there are no guarantees, and I'm going for the gold. And what is the gold for me? I'm going for that top-notch recognition as one of the top-notch or pretty good travel vloggers and live streamers on YouTube as Traveling Eddie, because I love doing what I'm doing and giving the information. So you guys are here with me during this growth, this development, and this dream of mine, and all your well wishes are very welcome. All your good wishes, all your good vibes are very welcome. And I do light up incense sticks in front of my Ganesha Murti, just out of paying homage and doing my Kubera Mudra. And I say, Jai Mahadev, Jai Mahadev, Jai Shiva. Shiva is Mahadev, Jai Parvati, Jai Ganesha. Jai means victory in Hindi, victory. So Jai, Traveling Eddie, victory to Traveling Eddie, that we want to become a very popular and nicely paid YouTube travel vlogger, like this guy Ken Abroad. He's a German. Ken Abroad. K-E-N, Ken, and then Abroad, A-B-R-O-A-D. This guy started like about 2 years ago, He's German, and he flew to Southeast Asia, to Thailand and some of the areas around there. And he started doing travel vlogs there. No live streams, just travel vlogs. And through the whole pandemic and whatever. And the guy, 2 years later now, he hit 80,000 subscribers in the last few days. And since I started following him, he's gathered like about 23,000 new subscribers and a lot of loyal viewers. Check him out on YouTube. He's in Sri Lanka right now. And he's making his way through Asia. And now he's doing good for himself because he's getting on his videos. Every video he posts, like every 2 days, he's getting like 40 or 50 or 30,000 views after just like a week. So he's doing sweet. And if he's doing a video every 2 days, then the guy can be racking in terms of views every month. If he's getting 30 every 2 days off each video, then he can, at the end of the month, he can have like, I don't know, 300, 400,000 views. And depending on where the people are connecting from in the world in terms of YouTube, he could be making $500, $600, $400 a month, maybe even more, if he's getting other sources of income through affiliated things to YouTube. Whatever, what do I know? I don't know much. I just know I love doing what I'm doing, live streaming and making travel vlogs, but I'm not making any more travel vlogs for the next 3 months. All the travel vlogs that you're seeing coming out on the channel, if you're following what's happening on the channel, that I gotta cross the street here because I want to show you something in a moment. Let me see what somebody's saying. Whoops. Oopsie daisy. Christopher Garcia. I'm here on Colombia Street. Hey Kev, what's up, Kev TV? Kev TV. Don't worry, you came in late. I started it. What's up, Kev TV, Karina, everybody, and Christopher Garcia. I am walking down Colombia Avenue, Colombia Street. I just passed La 70. La 70 crosses, intersects. And dude, don't run over me. Just, this guy's reversing, like they don't have enough space to reverse. Oh, this woman, whatever the hell it is. And I'm walking down here, Columbia Street. And I'm in the area between Estadio and Los Colores. And this is Columbia Street. And I'm gonna cross over right now. This dude is definitely, some people here don't know how to drive. I don't know where the heck they got their driver's license from, but it wasn't in New York City where we learned to really drive well. In New York City or San Francisco or Los Angeles, I think we're pretty good drivers in those areas. So welcome. So La 70, yes, but today we're not going. We started, Christopher Garcia, we started the live stream at Floresta, at Santa Lucia Metro Station. We walked to Floresta Park, but it's still under renovation, and they began back in like May of last year, 2021, or June, and it's still ongoing. I thought they had finished already, but I was dead wrong. They hadn't finished. Now this area here, we're going to, there's a university here called Luis Amigo University. It's a Catholic university in honor of an old priest. His name was Luis Amigo, some important religious person and whatnot. And this is where the buses, the Robledo buses, come up this way. And there are hotels here for the hanky-panky, I think. Some thematic hotel, motel, you don't tell, I won't tell. And they play loud music here. Ooh, I almost fell. Some of these things, I can tell you, these things suck, these streets. So Kev TV, if you guys want to follow Kev TV, please check him out. He's on YouTube as Kev TV, like he appears here in the chat. And this is where the university students hang out. And Kev TV is a cool guy. I met him Mexico City, and then again we met up in Los Angeles. So this is the university. But let me get away from the loud reggaeton that is blasting at that place. I used to live like 4 blocks up from here. Wow, it is really, really, really loud. So that's where they got all these little mini bars and everything, and it's just crazy, crazy, crazy loud. And this is the Luis Amigo University here, and people are just coming out of class. I just don't know where to hide. I mean, they're blasting. They got a sports bar and everything there. So, this is the university, and you can see the cafeteria there, one of the cafeterias for the university, but it is loud, even from across the street. And fast food, fast food. And this is the entrance to the university. And people are hanging out waiting for the bus. And this is early, just loud. Holy mackerel. I hadn't heard something that loud in a long time. Just killing my ears. And I'm using a wind mic. So I was saying, if you guys check out Kev TV, he's cool. And he does a lot of runs to Tijuana because he lives out in Los Angeles in Koreatown. And he's been very helpful in my journey as a YouTuber in terms of giving me some good advice, sound advice. So once again, thanks, Kev. And Kev, I've said it before, I'll say it again, Kev helped me tick off 2 items or things off my bucket list, which were visiting Venice Beach. I had been to Los Angeles before, twice before, and never, the 2 times I had gone before to Los Angeles, I had never visited Venice Beach, and I had always wanted to before. I went both times, but I never got around to it for some reason. And I had been there for a total of 1 month on both trips, 2 weeks one trip, 2 weeks the other, and I never went to Venice Beach, and the other place was the Santa Monica Pier in Santa Monica because of that movie, The Lost Boys. I really wanted to visit that place. Look at this place, it's very popular here, Señor Hot Dog. People come here to eat like crazy. If you see a lot of people in Colombia or anywhere in the world at some eatery and standing in line just to get something, standing right there in line, it's because it's good. It is good. I'm a vegetarian, so I don't eat any of that, but it is good. And look at that, if you're living in this area, I was living up that way where my grandmother lives, about 4 blocks up that way, 4 or 5 blocks up that way in Los Colores. This area here has a different name, this neighborhood, and they got the daily lunch special over there, menu of the day is like 9,000 pesos. That's only like $2.10 for the local day menu over there at that restaurant across the street. So we got a lot of stuff around here. Then we got this other place where some people are eating, and I've always seen people eating here as well, and they got those combos and everything for $4 or at max $5, and some are big ones, big combos for a lot of people for like $12 or 14 bucks. $12, $13 for some big combos. So Kev, cool guy, really was instrumental in helping me develop my channel more, gave me good ideas, and it's because of Kev TV that I'm doing live streaming. It's because of you, Kev. Thank you. Because of you that I started doing live streaming. Kev talked to me about it a couple of times. I was very reluctant to do it, hesitant. I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to be doing live streaming. I just want to do some pre-recorded videos and that's it. But Kev told me, yo, man, Eddie, man, really? He said it in his words. I'm just saying it in my words. But he did say, do live streaming, Eddie. Do live streaming. It'll help you out. You'll grow. And then he was telling me since last year, get on the top shelf travel network and everything. Now this that I'm going in a dark area, I don't recommend you guys that are not from around here to do that. This street is lonely, but I'm going to Carlos R. Restrepo, a popular, iconic hangout for locals in Medellin since the 1980s. I remember coming. I stayed there for like 10 days at my cousin's place. That's cousin's place when I was 14 years old. Now, like I said, they have private security for these gated communities. This guy is that, for that. Buenas noches, ¿cómo le va? And they do that. They take care of these gated communities. This is an apartment complex, an old apartment complex that's about 4 stories high, no elevator. And the security is armed. They're usually armed, meaning they have a gun. And you say, why is all this barbed wire here? All the barbed wire, razor sharp stuff? It's because, remember, I was talking about it last week in the Sabaneta, during the Sabaneta live stream in Sabaneta, which is another town south of Medellin, after Envigado. Envigado is another town, not part of Medellin, part of the metropolitan area, but it's not a neighborhood in Medellin. Medellin is Medellin, Envigado is Envigado, Sabaneta is Sabaneta, Bello is Bello, Itagüí is Itagüí. So, gated communities, and back in the 80s with the drug trafficking wars and the violence spiking in those days, and in the 90s too, still with some of the drug wars going on until Mr. Escobar was killed. Things started to get like under control. Then the guerrillas came in, the rebel groups, FARC and ELN, and they started causing more trouble because they started taking over some of the business and kidnapping people, especially rich people that had money. So people wanted to feel safe. They didn't want to leave Colombia, but they wanted to feel safe. Plus, they couldn't leave Colombia. Where were they going to go? And they had money here, but not money to live in other countries, because, you know, going to the States, it's not the same as being in Colombia. You sell your apartment here, the same apartment in the States is a whole lot more expensive depending on where it is. But here, this is Colombia, a developing country, not a first world country, not a first power. That's Colombia over there, Columbia Street, and we're going here to Carlos R. Restrepo. If you start walking in that area, that gets shady, and you could get robbed, because then, oh shit, fucked up the taxi. Oh man, holy shit. The taxi was stopped right there, shit happens. Crazy dude was just, wow. I'm staying, it came on camera. Like I tell you, people get distracted. Sometimes you gotta be careful where you're crossing the street. Some of these guys just bam. And I'm not gonna stay there and be part of that little fiasco. And the guy just ran into the other dude right there. That sounded nasty. I don't know if you guys heard that or saw most of it. San Cristobal is another dangerous neighborhood. Never go to San Cristobal. That's where a lot of poor people live. And unfortunately, where a lot of poor people live, there are some criminals. Organized crime, because organized crime in terms of gangs are really found in some places here in Colombia where it's very poor. And what they do is they just start becoming delinquent habits, like the old hip hop rap group, delinquent habits. And then they start getting together and robbing people and running drugs and guns and whatever. In New York, Brooklyn, whatever, in Los Angeles, in the shady neighborhoods, in Colombia here, it's no different. That's Suramericana. Suramericana is on that side, the Suramericana tower blocks. Maybe they have some Airbnb listings there. I know that last year when I was checking out if Airbnb had some listings here. Some people had Airbnb listings here. They did. Like it was 1 or 2 apartments in the area that we're going to go to next. That was unfortunate for that guy's taxi, man. Got messed up. I feel sorry for that guy. I'm just realizing how bad that guy's night just went with that truck. That short job, that straight job just messed up that taxi on the left side. That sucked. This is an old little mall. People don't really come here anymore, but they got 1 or 2 little businesses here. Aquamarina Mall, and they play live music. It's like a little bar. And if you want to come here, and they got a little healthy food market there right next to it called Mi Tierra Saludable, my healthy land, where they play live music right there. Oh, let me see if anybody's saying anything to me. If any of you are talking, I just got distracted with what's going on there. Yeah, live only on my channel. What's up, Harry? Yeah, oh my God. Karina, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, thanks a lot, Kev, once again. No, in Colombia, there's no change in time. Yeah, you're welcome, Kev. You're welcome, buddy. So just catching up. Yeah, that was a scary thing, that little accident. So here we're in Carlos R. Restrepo. Carlos R. Restrepo is a neighborhood here with a bunch of old apartment buildings, small ones, like only 3 or 4 floors high. That's it. And and I don't recommend that if you're in this area, you go walking over the bridge over there on Columbia Street. Sudamericana is that way. Sudamericana is very safe. Maybe we even go there, going back to the metro station to catch the metro home through Sudamericana. Yeah. And my cousin, my dad's cousin, his first kin cousin, she used to live here. Her name was Noelia. Her name is Noelia. She lives in New York these days. She's been there for over 30 years now, or about 30 years. And she used to live here on the first floor in this block here, this bloque. This old apartment. Oh, these are higher. These are like 7 or 8. I think they do have an elevator. And she used to live here on the first floor, right there. I remember sleeping in my cousin's room with him on another bed and everything. And this is all the local nightlife here. And then it was right there. I spent December here in 1986. I came for a month and I stayed with them here for like 5 days. It was cool hanging out. And this whole area has been like this since those days. It's the local hangout for the locals. This is another well-kept secret in Medellin, free of foreigners, basically. Only once in the blue moon you got a foreigner living here and hanging out, but most don't hang out here because they don't find it appealing for some reason, but it's really laid back. They got a bakery, it's closing now, and people just hanging out. It's just laid back. Look at how laid back it is. I'm gonna walk by slowly. I'm not gonna even talk for a few moments. Just check it out.
La otra es en un arbolito, pues.
Pizza.
Ya, me vas a negar, en una hora y media. Sí, pero como te decía,
reloj de
Beer prices. Beer prices. Colombian pesos. Remember, the dollar right now is about 3,777 pesos for a US dollar. So you do the conversion or the division to get what it comes out in dollars. The name of the place is Carlos R. Restrepo, this neighborhood. Carlos R. Restrepo. You want to come here, look for this. Ask the taxi driver to take you to Carlos R. Restrepo. And the police is standing by just in case anything gets stupid. And there's a pizzeria here called Bigotes. They're telling you that a Brio burger, Detroit burger, is about $4. Another burger that's a little bigger is about $4.30. There's a bigger burger that's almost $5, somewhere around $5. So they even got a vegetarian burger for 22,000 pesos. That's about $5, or almost $6, something like that. At this place called Brio and Grill. Brio and Grill. People just eating, enjoying the night. Pizza and pasta. And this place called Ex Libris is books and a coffee shop and books. You got the books inside, and there's even a foreigner inside all the way over there. The lady looks very blonde, very foreigner. And then people here on the table just chilling, enjoying life. Okay, this is the famous German pizzeria. This pizzeria has been famous since the 1980s. Bigotes, right there it says Pizzeria Artesanal Alemana. German handcrafted or artisan pizza. The German pizza. Oh, I lost my stability on the phone right now. Give me a moment, guys. I lost the stability. Yeah, I gotta fix it. There we go, fixed it. Okay, let me plug in the thing to keep the battery charged. Yeah, it's charging again. For some reason, I let go of the white cable, and it Bigotes, meaning mustache. Bigotes, this is the German place. It's been here forever, and I've eaten Bigotes before, and you gotta come here and try it out. But I've never eaten here. One of these days, I'm gonna come and just chill here and eat a pizza, a nice pizza. And they got menu of the day here for 17,000 pesos. That's right over $4, right under $5. Menu of the day today. James S., thank you for the $10 donation. Wow, I really thank you. I much appreciate it. Gracias, gracias. Thank you, friend. I'm telling you guys, they got fish soup, rice with coconut rice, trout, trucha means trout, fajitas, mojarras, another type of fish, patacones, a type of green banana. It's called guineo, and they make it into like tostones in Mexico, right, Harry? In Mexico, they call it tostones, but in Colombia, they call them patacones. Thanks, James. Once again, thank you very much. Thank you very much, James. I really appreciate it. It goes a long way in my life as a YouTube content creator, travel vlogger, live streamer, foodie vlogger. Every Friday I have a foodie vlog in general, but I'm running out of them. I gotta go to a place and do a food vlog soon at some vegetarian restaurant. Or maybe at Bigotes, I'll come here on a Friday night and do a food vlog and then do maybe a live stream somewhere else. But come and do a food vlog here at Bigotes about a vegetarian pizza. I haven't had Bigotes in a long time. Long time. Thank you, James S. So, and guandolo is the drink and salads. 17,000 pesos for the lunch menu of the day. That's 4, 8, 12, 16. That's like right over $4, right under 5, between 4 to 5 bucks. Oh, you're welcome. And people are just hanging out. Like I said, people are hanging out, just chilling, listening to music, having food here and there. They're just laid back. Just look how laid back they are. Not a problem on the floor. Middle class people here, university students and young professionals. The only thing is in this little sector here, you're gonna smell weed, like the weed beer. They do smoke weed here. This area, some people are smoking weed, so don't be surprised if you smell the Wheaties. And I'm not talking about Wheaties, Kellogg's cereal. They smoke Wheaties here. I would say back in New York, in Queens, New York, when I was growing up as a teenager in New York. I was born in New York, but I didn't grow up in New York all the way through. I grew up in South Carolina as a kid, just for those of you who don't know. Born in New York City, raised in South Carolina as a kid for 8, 9 years. New York City as a teenager for 7 years, or 8 years, and then I went to Georgia for college. So beer, weed, look at this. Beer, weed, and rustic pizza, burgers, picadas, meaning all kinds of little chopped up meat and French fries, and artisanal beer or whatever, handcrafted beer, homemade beer, some kind of beer. And people are just chilling, groups of friends. These are all friends hanging out, enjoying the night, talking, just shooting the breeze. And if you want to see this local life and hang out for a while and experience this vibe, it's a very laid back vibe. Most of the people are very welcoming and all of that. This is not like Poblado in terms of Parque Lleras or Provenza, where you see so many foreigners going nuts. You don't even see prostitution here. No prostitution here. Because the prostitution is happening, people are rapping. He was rapping, they're doing a little street rap. Rapping, white boy rapping. He's the new Eminem in Colombia. That's the new Eminem, Colombian Eminem. El colombiano, M.A.M. colombiano. So yeah, this is where my dad's cousin used to live. And her son and I were very close because we're about the same age. And back in 1985, he stayed with us for like 6 months in New York. And then when I came here to Colombia on vacation in 86, I wanted to stay with them for a week. And they said, yes, of course. And it was right here, this apartment. And I remember that I stayed here for a week, and on Friday night and Saturday night, we were hanging out with the girls. We were 14 years old, teenagers, like Frankie and the teenagers, a teenager in love. And I was just enjoying it, the beautiful women in Colombia, the 14-year-olds, 13-year-olds. I was enjoying them in terms of seeing their beauty. And I was a virgin until I was like 17. I lost my virginity when I was 17 years old. But when I was 14 and 15, I was just so shy. Like, such a shy guy. But I came here, I didn't hit on any girls, I didn't rap to any girls, I didn't have a girlfriend. I was just happy to be seeing such beauty, such beautiful girls, beautiful women at the age of 14. So we just left the Carlos R. Restrepo area. That's there. You want to get here easily. If you don't want to get lost, you take a bus from downtown Medellin. You could take a bus all the way to the Parque Rio metro station, and then get off the Parque Rio metro station and take one of the buses that come up this way, like Robledo buses or Picacho. But I usually wouldn't recommend it anyway. You see, you gotta be careful. You got these holes. If you're not watching, you step into one of these holes and you break a knee, mess up an ankle, twist it. And there, you got a lot of homeless people coming in this area, because a lot of the homeless people live right over there on the other side of that bridge, under the bridge and all along the river. And even on this side of the river, a lot of homeless people. We're gonna cross this pedestrian bridge. We're gonna go up the pedestrian bridge. So we're just coming from the Carlos R. Restrepo, but I recommend maybe safer for you just to take the B line, the metro line to Sudamericana metro station, which is where we're going towards in a moment, where I'm gonna catch the train back home, catch the A train like in the Bronx, New York. So this is Colombia Street, Calle Colombia, going west towards west, that's west. East is going to downtown Medellin, that's downtown Medellin over the river, that's downtown Medellin over there. All that traffic that's coming, it's coming from downtown Medellin, from Parque Berrío, from La Avenida Oriental, from that whole area. And at night, I would not recommend you walk across the bridge, especially if you're a woman. Do not do that. You will put your life at great risk of getting attacked, mugged, raped, murdered, because there are a lot of homeless mental cases there too. Not just homeless people, but mentally ill homeless people and heavy drug addiction all along the river under the bridge, going that way and going that way, especially going north towards Plaza Minorista, La Plaza Minorista, Market Plaza. I know, I've been here for so many years. You can see maybe the Cotejer building over there. That's downtown Medellin over there, that area. El Hueco is over there. Go across that bridge and you go further up, 3 blocks up, and you're in El Hueco and all of that. That is where you don't want to be at night. And this is Sudamericana. Now we're going into Sudamericana. So if you want to come in the daytime, like early around 5 p.m. and start hanging out there 5:30 on a Friday or Saturday, you take the bus from the Parque Berrío metro station, you get off the Parque Berrío metro station, line A, go down, and right there, Calle Colombia is right in front of you, right there on the side. The street that is going this way, this is Colombia, and you just get the bus, Robledo buses, they're Robledo buses, and you just ask, Carlos R. Restrepo, pasa por Carlos R. Restrepo. That means, do you pass by Carlos R. Restrepo? And you come over that bridge, over the river, Medellin River, and you get off here, and you walk a block that way, and you are in Carlos R. Restrepo. So I explain things too much, but sometimes I just want to make sure you guys understand. Now this is Sudamericana, this whole neighborhood of tower blocks here. This is middle class, old middle class, back from the 1970s and 80s. These tower blocks were built up back in the 1970s. And Sudamericana is an insurance company here in Colombia that's been around since the 60s, I think. And they're very prosperous, very profitable insurance company with all types of insurance. And when the people started getting pension, the workers, they wanted to live in this area. It was pretty middle class to upper middle class back in those days. It's still middle class right now, just not as highly sought after as back in those days, but still safe to live in this area if you want to live here. Suramericana. I remember I used to come and teach some classes here at the Suramericana building. Some of the professionals here, some of the staff, right there. That's Suramericana building. Because I've been a teacher in Colombia since 1996. I started teaching English in January 1996. I only had a 2-year period that I stopped teaching when I went back to the US in 2010 to 2012. For 2 years I wasn't a teacher. I was more of a caterer, working for a catering business in New York City at the Jacob Javits Convention Center. But it was not a stable gig. It was only when they needed us because it was an outsourcing company. So this is Sudamericana. Hey, what's up, Eric? Somebody was talking. Let me see what's up. Yeah. This is close to Estadio. Yeah, sure. You usually, JT300. Welcome back, buddy. Welcome back, JT300. Yeah, it's Carlos R. Restrepo. That's what I said. It was, you're right. And that was Carlos R. Restrepo, JT. I'm just catching up with the messages. And that was Carlos R. Restrepo on the other side of the pedestrian bridge that I just walked over. And this is Suramericana now. Suramericana. And this is very quiet. And if you're in Colombia again, JT 300, come to Carlos Restrepo. A very laid back vibe. Very laid back vibe. I did a travel vlog there last year, like I think it was in 2021. I think it was around April or something, or May. Pre-recorded vlog. But this area is quiet. It's not like the other one we just went to, which is still calm. You didn't hear any music blasting there, did you? Where we just came from 5 minutes ago? You did smell, well, you guys didn't smell it, but I smelled the weed there. And this is Sudamericana, but there ain't much happening here. There's only like a couple of restaurants over there. I don't know if they're already closed at this tower. Let's go check them out. And there's just, there are a lot of senior citizens live here because these are people that used to work for Sudamericana, mid-level executives and higher level executives, and they want to continue to live here. And they got pensioned in the 80s. In the 90s, they bought an apartment here in one of the tower blocks that were already up for 20 years. And they've been living here ever since. This restaurant here is Mexican food restaurant right here. This one where we see like the Mexican colors. When you're in Mexico, Tepoztlan and whatever, Guadalajara, Sayulita, San Pancho, and they sell burritos, gringas, nachos, chilaquiles. Like in Mexico, nice. Quesadillas. It's called La Milpa. That's the name of this restaurant, Milpa. It's a Mexican restaurant here. And it's a laid-back atmosphere. People are just chilling, relaxing. They got a pizza here called Chow and a bakery right there. And it's laid back. It's older crowd, like I said. And they got a little convenience store here, what you call a little bodeguita. Bodega, like we call them in New York. Sometimes the Dominicans, la bodega in New York, the corner bodega. So they sell little drinks here, little soda pop. And people are just chilling. It's quiet, it's safe. Person has the laptop out on the table. And that's it. And they had their dinner and they're just chilling. And it's pretty safe. And they have armed security, always patrolling with dogs, and private security here. And people feel safe to be in this area. Not that you won't get robbed, because anything can happen anywhere, even under the nose of the cops, right under their nose. But you see the police over there are patrolling through the neighborhood here on the motorcycle. You can see in the distance, 2 cops on a bike. Then you got this security guard here and all of that. Buenas noches, ¿cómo está? Muy bien, gracias. So there's a security guard or private security, and they patrol these areas on foot. This is Suramericana neighborhood. Suramericana, just like the company in that building that I told you I used to work at. And these are the tower blocks here. And they got one restaurant here, a vegetarian restaurant called El Árbol de la Vida, the Tree of Life. It's in one of these buildings on the right side here, on this side, not on that side that we just came from. And I've eaten once, and it's pretty good. It's pretty affordable. It's like about $4 for the menu, $5 max, the menu of the day. It's in one of these tower blocks on the first floor that they usually use for businesses. It's called El Árbol de la Vida. Let's see if we can see it before we make our way to the Sudamericana Metro station, guys. And once again, James S., I really appreciate the donation, the $10. All of that goes a long way. I think my dad's uncle, my great uncle, used to live in this building, but he passed away a few years ago. And he was an executive. He used to work for Sudamericana. He was an insurance executive. And he was a mid-level executive or upper-level executive, Sudamericana, Tower Block 3. And I think the restaurant was right over there. I think maybe, no, it's in another building. I think it's in that building right over there. They got different tower blocks. This is Tower Block 3. So it's a good, you got all of this to enjoy even at night for a little walk with your dog. Want to take your dog out for a walk. And then this is parking where visitors can come and park. When I had my car, I would come here to visit my dad's uncle with my dad. When I had my apartment in Envigado, my own apartment back in the day, I was paying off. Okay, I think this is the restaurant. No, this is La Charcuteria, a little regular business but I don't know where the restaurant is. It's in one of these tower blocks, but I just don't remember which one it was. Maybe the other one further down the street. Not that way, but that way. This is Edificio Sudamericana number 2. Number 3 we just passed. So I think it's number 1. Back that way, there's another one. A little further over there. Or maybe the restaurant closed down, but I think it's maybe the other one, or maybe they closed down. I have no idea. Things come and go. The pandemic and all this stuff has closed down some restaurants all along the way, some businesses. I think it was the first tower block all the way over there. It's got like 6 or 7 total, but it's the one towards the corner all the way over there. It's a vegetarian restaurant that's been there for like 20, 25 years. So I think it's still there. I don't think it has closed down yet. It survived this long. Hopefully it did. I had a food vlog that I did there last year. I'm starting to slur a little bit because I haven't had dinner yet, so my stomach is starting to affect my brain or my low fuel level. But fortunately, I got some chips in my backpack and a banana before I get onto the metro. This is the canalization. The metro line is right over there. Right, there's no movement right now. The highway's down over there, Autopista Sur. The south highway's right over there. And we're going right over here towards the Sudamericana metro station. Wait a minute, I can show you something more I just remembered. Another area where they got a lot of little restaurants and little bars for the locals, the local life, but it's different from Carlos Restrepo. And it's 1 block up from Sudamericana. Metro station here, the metro station is right over there. But we're gonna go a little further up, show you a little bit more since we're here. And the guy playing his flute music. And he's a homeless person because it doesn't look like he's taken a shower in quite some days. And it's just the life that some people, this is La 65, this is 65th Ave, La 65. Let me just get out of the way of these vehicles because I'm crossing when I shouldn't. That's the metro station right over there, Sudamericana metro station. Right over, ooh, damn it. You gotta watch these things. Sometimes these things are elevated and I kick it and then I trip. I step on it the wrong way, and that's one of the downsides of these sidewalks in Medellin and Envigado. They're pretty uneven in some areas, and you risk tripping over one of these things when you're walking. Hey, but this is a developing country. Can't expect to have everything nice and peachy. But it's one of the things I don't like. Like this, somebody stole the lid for this water meter, and then you can step onto this and break yourself because the other one is still there. But they stole one of the water meters covers, or the lid, the metal lid. Some people do that, some homeless people or thieves, and sell it because of the metal, just to get more money to, do their drug addiction thing. There's another hotel here called Hotel Sudamericana. It's a block away from the metro. It's called Hotel Sudamericana. And that's the entrance, the little snack machine there as well. And they're blasting the music right over there at that bar, restaurant kind of thing. It's just blasting. Okay, a lot of these shops are closed now, but during the daytime, they are open and a lot of business is going on, but you still have some of the restaurants that are open, like Las Palmas restaurant bar is open, and they got the grill right there if you want to order grilled food. They got this restaurant where they play old music, and wow, and this other one, and more vallenatos, more little bars that you can come and check out here. A few little bars, because El Éxito de Colombia is right there. As the Éxito de Colombia, it's It was the first big Éxito hypermarket that was built in Colombia back in the 80s. And a lot of the people that wanted to have a hypermarket close by, they came to live in this area. Sudamericana and Estadio. Estadio's up that way. No, I'm not trying to flag a cab. Maybe the cab driver was gonna. And they have here some dollar exchange places. Here you can buy and sell dollars and euros. They've been here since the 1980s, these two. I remember when I would come to Colombia on vacation as a 14 or 16-year-old, I would come here with my mom because she had the money, the dollars, and sometimes we would exchange currency here, the dollars. We wouldn't buy dollars, we would just sell our dollars because we were here on vacation, just visiting. So this is El Éxito here. And actually, I wanted to come into this place, I think, well, at this hour, you just saw the bars over there. Those are the only things that are really happening. So this was the first big hypermarket in Medellin, maybe even in Colombia. El Éxito de Colombia, Colombia Éxito. And the police vehicle is up ahead right here. It's a taxi rank or taxi stand. And I'm trying to say, I think the shop I want to buy some sugarless sweets that are just done with natural sweeteners. Buenas noches. ¿Cómo están bien? Excelente. With natural sweeteners. They had one place here, but it's closed now. All the shops are closed. Yeah, that's the place. But I don't think they have it. It's called Sin Azúcar, without sugar. But it's not here anymore. They used to have it here a couple of years ago, but they changed it for Global Nutrition Store. It changed. I think they went somewhere else. Oh well, it's not here anymore. But this is the old hypermarket, and they had the food court up there on the second floor. And still have the food court there. And they got these little pizza bars. Colombia Street is right over there, Colombia. 2 blocks over. But now we're just going back towards the metro station, Sudamericana. And in the daytime, they have some little restaurants around here. Chinese, like El Famoso, the famous one. Restaurante Chino is a Chinese restaurant here. So for people like Kev TV that love Chinese food, you got plenty of Chinese food restaurants. There are many people that came over from the Far East in the 1980s, in 1970s and 80s and 90s. I would say a lot of people, quote unquote, not really, but came over from Korea, Vietnam, China. I don't know what other Asian countries that are very Oriental, not Indian or Nepali, but or whatever, maybe even Tibetan, and they opened up restaurants and they called them all Chinese food restaurants because that's what people identified with. And then sometimes you gotta be careful. This guy has no headlights on, so you don't know if he's coming at you. If you're distracted, like I am, a little bit distracted by talking about these places and transporting your mind to other places. Let me see, Kev TV, what are you saying? Yeah, you gotta have your noodles, man. What's up, Eric? Chilaquiles. Oh, what's the name of the place? What was the name of the place I saw? The Chilaquiles. The restaurant is La Milpa. La Milpa. La Milpa. I don't know if I can write it in the chat. Can I? I don't even know how I can do that. I don't see how I can do it here, but it's called La Milpa. L-A, like Los Angeles, and then Milpa. M-I-L-P-A. That's the name of the place, Eric. And they sell chilaquiles there. Thanks, thanks like Uncle Chuckles. What's up, Uncle Chuckles? What's up? So yeah, remember that Sudamericana is close to Estadio. It's a 5 to 10 minute walk all along Columbia Street from Sudamericana or along the canalization line all the way to Boulevard La Setenta to the Estadio area, to the first part where the sports complex is located. And here they got the loud music playing again, like vallenatos, and people are just hanging out here. Like I'm telling you, just hanging out, enjoying live, and here they're playing merengue, merengue, merengue. Your merengue. This place, La Migueria, excellent pastry and baked stuff and cakes. La Migueria. Check out La Migueria here. It's iconic. Here in Medellin, they have one in the Poblado area by the southern bus terminal, somewhere in that area. La Migueria. They have another one at the Oviedo Mall there on Poblado Avenue in Poblado. The old Oviedo Mall. It's called La Migueria, and they have another one by the stadium area, the factory, where they have the factory bakery place, where they make all the baked goods and then ship them out to these places here in general. And then some of these places, the small miguerias, produce their own stuff too, but the major production of baked goods and pastry comes, that's the business, drink, food, Route 66. That's where the music is coming on very loud. I think it's Route 66, right over there, Ruta 66. Drink, food. That's where the music is blasting from. They're playing Vaginatus. And this is the canalization I told you. This is the canalization. You see, this is the canalization. So from Sudamericana, you can walk up this way, up this road here, all the way up to Boulevard La 70, and then hit the stadium metro station and go to Boulevard La 70 where all the nightlife is going on, or go to that other part of the stadium neighborhood past the Atanasio Girardot Sports Complex, Atanasio Girardot Stadium Sports Complex, where we were earlier tonight, about an hour ago or 45 minutes ago, I don't know how long ago it was, where they have the track and field and the football game where we got to see the goal was scored, when they scored the goal, and I was right behind the goal post, the goal stand area. And bam! Golazo! So you can go up this way from Sudamericana, which is right over there. That's the Sudamericana neighborhood. Along this street or along Colombia Street, all the way to the Stadium Sports Complex, and then past the Stadium Sports Complex is the Stadium neighborhood. And this is, like I said, that's the canalization. Nobody can drown in there unless they're stupid, because, I mean, there's no way to drown. And this is the Sudamericana Metro Station here, Line B. And I'm going to take it now in a few moments home. And this is 65 Avenue. And over there, 6 blocks that way, 5 blocks that way is San Juan Avenue, Avenida San Juan, that goes into another part of downtown where the Alpujarra, the government and local and state government offices are in buildings. And here, over here, they got the Jumbo, like a little movie theater in there, complex called Royal Films, Home Center, which is like a Home Depot right over there, and a couple other shops, I don't remember whatever, in that closed area right over there. And San Juan Avenue is right over there. And if you want to go further down that way, you go over maybe 15 blocks over and you go to the Conquistadores neighborhood, which is another area where some foreigners like to stay when they could get rentals through Airbnb for 6 months or for a month or whatever, those Airbnb stays. So guys, tomorrow I'm going live again tomorrow. First in the morning tomorrow, every Saturday morning until about 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. My friend and I, George, we go mountain biking and we go to different places. And we go to different towns and we just do mountain biking. Like I said, I'm not doing any vlogs now anymore. I'm not making any more vlogs. All the pre-recorded vlogs that are coming out for the next 3 months until around mid-June are from Mexico and what I did here in Colombia back in January and February. Mountain biking, this and that, food vlogs, and from Mexico, from my last days in Guanajuato and Jalisco, Guadalajara, and Puerto Vallarta, in terms of, not Puerto Vallarta, but Sayulita and San Pancho. And a couple of things in April coming out because of Holy Week, when I did in Mexico City of Basilica, Guadalupe, and all of that. Some short little videos there about the churches. And some stuff here in Colombia. And even one video is coming out in April about real estate, about renting or buying properties in Envigado or Sabaneta. And I did a video about showing a real estate agency in Envigado about that place. But the live streams that we're going to continue, that I'm going to continue doing on Fridays, starting today, that I'm doing this one, on Saturdays. And then on Sundays, that I basically always go to the country house since I came back to Colombia, where I used to live, where my doggies are. I'll be doing live streams on Sundays there around Colombia time, Bogota time, around 12 or 1 p.m. And if I can go up to the top of the mountain and have a beautiful view of Copacabana and whatever, so somewhere down the line and I have a signal, I'll do a live stream there. But on Sundays, we'll be talking about travel news, whatever's new or recent in travel news, like I heard this week, but I'll talk more about it on Sunday, about Ireland having dropped all entry restrictions or requirements for travelers to Ireland. Ireland has said, may the luck of the Irish be with you. We want you to come, mate. Our tourism and other industries related to the tourism has been going down, and we want the luck of the Irish. So please come down, mate. Top of the morning to you. Yeah, I can't really do an Irish accent, but I try. So, guys, I hope you have a good evening. Enjoy your night wherever you are. And if you're in California, your evening is just about to start because it's only 9 p.m. here and it's 6 p.m. in Los Angeles, San Francisco, everywhere. So, gracias, Karina. Thanks, James. Yeah, I'm a leprechaun. I'm looking for the pot at the end of the rainbow. You know, and the pot of the end of the rainbow for me is YouTube, my friends. I'm going to be like Dale Phillip. He's a Scotsman, but I'm trying to do like a combination of Scottish and Irish. Because I had a lot of Irish friends when I lived in New York, in Woodside, New York, and they were Irish American. And their fathers and mothers from Ireland. So I'm looking for the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow on YouTube as a traveling Eddie. May the luck of the Irish be with you. The fighting Irish. The Irishman. In this case, the Irish Colombian American man. Guys, take care. Karina, Kev TV, James S, Harry, Kato, Danielle, everybody that's been on. JT, 300, everybody, Eric, Uncle Chuckles, all of you. Everybody that's come on, people who have not messaged because they didn't want to message but just wanted to watch. It's beautiful. And I'm going to catch the metro now in a moment here. And thanks a lot for supporting me. We're going places, traveling Eddie, and we're going places. So it's going to be Friday nights, Saturdays in the late afternoon and into the early evening, and Sundays from the country house. And all of that in the countryside, as long as I have a signal. So now I'm going to go catch a train, go home, catch the A train home, and all of that good stuff. And then we got Sparky going this year and all that. Hey, how you doing?
I am good, and you?
Good, thanks. All right, guys, have fun, be good, have a good evening, enjoy, stay blessed, happy-go-lucky, and enjoy life. Catch you next time. And next time is tomorrow on the live streams. And we are going places. Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. You see me? Now you can't see me. Bye. Bert. Good night, Bert. Good night, buddy. Good night, everybody. Ciao, ciao. Yeah, I'm going to get some rest. And tomorrow, mountain biking for 4 or 5 hours. Mountain biking in the mountains, in the countryside. Bye-bye, y'all. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I say more goodbyes on the 31st of December.